CJC, we are out front on behalf of our members and the field. We convene and we partner. Over the last year, we have returned to what we do best, gathering in person with our members and partners. We are deepening relationships with longtime supporters and increasing our efforts to form new partnerships. Nothing can replace the value of an in-person interaction. This year, we celebrated 20 years of building capacity in the field. From our modest beginning of hosting a brown bag workshop series, CJC has grown to be a premier entity in the Midwest region dedicated to strengthening and developing the skills of the workforce development field through professional training opportunities. In our 20th year, we've achieved significant milestones. Our efforts have successfully equipped workforce development professionals. We've provided the tools and resources needed to see more equitable outcomes for job seekers. Since the launch of our anti-racist framework and implementation guide, we held a number of convenings around the content to help further implement its vision throughout the workforce ecosystem. It began with a convening in the fall facilitated by Claire Menson, which included philanthropy, community-based organizations, government agencies, employers, and other ecosystem partners. Earlier this year, we hosted 3 impactful communities of practice for those who were interested in learning how to develop and advocate for anti-racist policy design and implementation. CJC's work is at the local, state, and federal levels as we hone our vision to prioritize every worker's future financial stability and economic security. We know it begins with adequate funding, so we have been relentlessly pursuing more funding for workforce development, including our most recent Capitol Hill visit, where we stressed the fact that workforce funding has not kept pace with inflation and that the needs of those who access workforce services have continued to increase. At the state level, we continue to advocate for the role of a chief workforce officer under the direction of the governor's office. Why? We want the chief workforce officer to coordinate resources and leverage funds for an even greater impact that extends our reach and better serves the residents and businesses in Illinois. We work with lawmakers and community leaders to redesign policies with a racially equitable and just lens. At the transit table, we have been convening partners to tackle transportation barriers that keep people out of work and in poverty. And as the spring legislative session ends, we are celebrating a major accomplishment. In partnership with the transit table and legislative leaders, State Representative Nicholas Smith, Representative Justin Slaughter, and State Senator Selena Villanueva, our proposed legislation, House Bill 277, successfully passed the Illinois General Assembly. This bill will end the practice of suspending driver's licenses for failure to appear in traffic court. We have carefully followed the implementation of CJA and have actively shared information and recommendations with the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity and partners in the field. Our work includes uplifting the successes, communicating challenges, and giving ideas and suggestions for improvement. CJC organized a roundtable of equity-eligible contractors interested in fostering collaboration and advancing clean energy workforce initiatives, with discussions led by State Representative Marcus Evans. At CJC, we believe in the power of creating community. Our work in coalition with others requires a long-term commitment to pursue change. From supporting local organizations to leading initiatives for workforce development, every step of the way, we are listening to understand the complexities of issues and seeking to identify areas that can be improved upon to get us closer to realizing the bold vision of a system that builds transformative relationships between people and systems, focusing on equitable access, providing quality jobs, and removing funding obstacles that inhibit progress. Together, we can all make a difference.